It's the Aviators and the Snowhawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Aviators of Chicago taking on the Snowhawks of St. Louis.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were Luke. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And they bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 15. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. O'Neal. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Shreds the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun on third down, O'Neal.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Aviators.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun on third down, O'Neal. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And just shutting him off there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's still on his feet, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Kelly. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. A play fake. Now Kelly. And he fends him up. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. O'Neal. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, O'Neal. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there at a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. O'Neal, touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Kelly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action, it's Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. O'Neal able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's got the hook up to McLeod.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Kelly. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Kelly. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Kelly to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. O'Neal got an open man. It's McLeod. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Aviators.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal able to complete this one to McLeod. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And they are nearing.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. For this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
At the 49-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Kelly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Now Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down throw, Kelly.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Kelly to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. To throw on third down, O'Neal. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's a second down and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Jackson's got it over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Kelly. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On second down, Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a St. Louis first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Kelly. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a third and long.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Looking to throw. Kelly.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Aviators look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Snowhawks 6.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, Kelly. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Lewis, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And 6 yards to go.
On third down, O'Neal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. O'Neal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Looking to throw. O'Neal flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Aviators start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Snowhawks 6.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up third and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kelly to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Lewis, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Kelly. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Kelly.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.